Hi, my name is Andree and I am an instructor at the JCC. So this is very exciting for me to share this workout with you. Hope you are doing well. So this morning, I know some of you know me because you take my restorative class on Friday morning, and some of you take my more vigorous class on Thursday night. So I'm going to try this morning to blend the two. So we're going to start with a more active workout, and then we're going to move into more passive stretches and releasing. Okay. So starting with your legs crossed, sitting on the block like I am, so you can see my block, but it's right underneath my ceiling bones. You pressing the ceiling bones down, you pressing the top of your thighs down. Feel the lift in the front of your spine. And as you take a deep inhale, increase that lift. And as you exhale, maintain the lift. Again, inhaling and exhaling. Let's inhale the arms over your head. Now look up at your hands. And then exhale the arms back down. Now keep your left hand behind you. Bring your right hand to your knee. And then come into a twist. Keep dropping that shoulder so you feel the lengthening of the right side of your neck. And then you come back to the center. Extend the arms up to the ceiling. Bring the palms, look up. And then exhaling, bring the arms down. Turn to your left. Again, dropping the left shoulder down. And coming back to the center. Take a deep breath in. So try to focus on the breath as you move today. And the breath can be very helpful particularly when we do a challenging pose, which we're not going to do this morning. Everything I have prepared for you can be at your own pace. So make sure you have a strap and you have this block. Okay? And have the block within reaching distance for what we're going to do next. So let's start toward the front edge of your mat. With your feet hip width apart, breathing in and breathing out. So dropping the head of the shoulders down away from your ears. You're going to inhale the arms up. And as you exhale, bend your knees slightly to protect your back. Come to forward bend. And then slowly lift the tailbone up, extending the back of your legs. Inhaling, lengthen your spine. Exhaling, step your right foot back to lunge. Inhaling, lunge. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's inhale to a plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Pressing the hands on the floor, pressing the heels back, pulling the abs in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's do one more inhale. Come to your knees. Exhale to a child's pose. Inhale to your hands and knees. Exhale, drop your head, round your back. Inhale to extend the spine into the cat position. Exhale to cat. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. One more time, inhale cow, and let's shift forward a little bit as you inhale. And then exhale, shift back a little bit. Rounding the back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, press all the way back to child's pose. And then let's inhale, come into your hands and knees. You're going to place your hands, the back of your hands on your back. Now keep the left hand there. Inhale the arms over your head. As you exhale, begin to come forward, rounding, twisting to your left, bringing the head to the floor. Inhaling, coming back up. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Let's do this one more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Pressing back onto your heels. Stretching the arms forward, coming to child's pose. Taking a couple of breaths here. And then as you exhale, you're going to move to downward facing dog. Maintaining your dog pose. And so you know if you're very tight, you can bicycle your legs a little bit, but when you do that, you should bring your right heel down to the floor and pause there, take a breath. Really open the back of the leg, feel the calf stretching. And then come back to the center, and I'll do the same on the other side. So you hold in there as you breathe. Coming back to the center. Let's do the first side again, bringing the heel down. Breathing in, breathing out. Switch again. And then come back to the full dog pose. You're going to step your right foot forward. Step your left foot forward. Inhale, stretch your spine. Exhale, release. Bend your knees to protect your spine. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, Tadasana. Let's do this one more time. Inhale, the arms up. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, stretch your spine. Let's exhale the left foot back. Inhale into length. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Let's come to your knees. And then inhaling to upward facing dog. Exhaling to downward facing dog. 5 breaths. Again, dropping the heels. If it works for you to bicycle one leg, hold, and then bicycle the other leg, hold, you can definitely continue to do this. You could also decide you want to go to child's pose right now. We're going to take one more breath here. And then step your left foot forward. Step your right foot forward. Inhale, stretch your spine. You can bend your hands here if you need to. Stretching your spine or keep the fingers on the floor. Exhale, release. Inhale, come up. Exhale, Tadasana. Okay, let's do our standing poses. And the pose that we're going to use is triangle pose, which is a fantastic pose to open your heart. So I'm not going to ask you to jump. You're just going to step the right foot out, the left foot out. Now look down at your feet and make sure that the outer edge of each foot is parallel to the outer edge of your mat. Have your hands on your hips. So we're going to begin first with just a flowing forward bend before we go to triangle pose. So you're going to exhale, stretching the spine forward. You're going to pause there, let go of your head, let the arms hang, and see can you release forward more until your fingers come to the floor or come to a block. Okay, again, your block has to be within reaching distance. So you want to release the head, and then inhaling, stretch your spine. Come all the way up. Turn your left foot in, turn your right foot out. Adjust the block so it's right behind your right ankle. Okay, so you will open the chest, open the hips, extend the arms out. You're going to place your left hand on your hip. You're going to lift your right arm up. And you try to get length here. So you will maintain the length as you press to the outer edge of your back foot and reach forward and down. Place your head on the block. Once your head is on the block, begin to root the feet to the floor. Twist, go into that open twist. And you can keep your left hand on your hip, especially if you find, or you can extend the arm straight back, or you can turn your palm up and then bring the arm straight up. And you can look up, or you can look forward, or you can look down, depending on your neck. Okay? From here, we're going to bend the front, place your other hand with your hip again, bend your front knee, press the knee against your arm, and then bend the elbow and stretch the arm by your ear. And then place your hand on your hip again. Just stretch the leg again. Extend the arm up. Come all the way up. Take your block with you. Place it to the other side. Turning your left foot in. Turning your right foot. Right foot in, left foot out. Again, pausing here. Extending the arms. Place your right hand on your hip. Lift your left arm up and begin to reach forward until your hand comes to the block. And lift, press your hand into the block, lift that shoulder up, and only then, if you feel comfortable, you can extend the arm up. Now you can look forward, or you can look down, depending on your neck. Now place your hand on your hip again. Then begin to bend your knee. You may adjust the block a little bit. Keep rooting to the back leg. Press your knee into your arm. Stay the arm by your ear. And then slowly straighten. And inhale, come up. Now place your hands on your hips. Turn your feet until they are, our 10 toes are pointing straight forward. So you may feel a little bit of warmth moving to the body, feeling the vibration in the body. And now let's interlace the fingers behind us. Move the shoulders down and then begin to come forward, hinging forward, pressing the inner thighs toward the outer thighs, releasing the head. And then inhaling, lengthen the spine. Come all the way up. Whoops, that can happen sometimes. And place your hands on your hips. Now we're going to do this again, and if it was uncomfortable for you to have the arm back, we can keep your hands on your hips. If you're okay with the arms back, we can do this again. And now inhale, lengthen, exhale. Keep reaching forward, and then release. Everybody release your hands to the floor. So you let go of your hands and bring your hands to the floor. You're going to have your block the way I am a block. Now you're going to place your right hand onto your block. And some of you may need the block a little higher than you have it. So either on the medium height or the high hand. So you're going to keep your right hand on the block. Okay, you're going to lengthen the spine forward. Place your left hand on your hip. And now begin to turn to your left. And then exhale to the center. And again, Turn to your left. Exhale to the center. And release. Make sure the block is in the center. You're going to place your left hand into the block. Place your other hand on your hip. Lengthen the spine. And then exhale, twist to your right. Exhale back to the center. Inhaling, twist. Exhale back to the center. Releasing the hips. You can use your block either on this hand, or the lower hand. Bring your elbows to the block. And then just pause here. Pressing the inner thighs toward the outer thighs. Releasing the crown of the head. Breathing in, breathing out. Make sure your weight is shifted a little bit to the front, but you're not leaning on the front. So you want to maintain the alignment of each leg, the other leg to the hip. And now inhaling, stretch your spine, place your hands on your hips, come all the way up. Walk your feet toward each other and jump your feet together. Okay, we're going to do a flow between pyramid and warrior one. So some of you may need a block in front of you for the pyramid. Okay, so you're going to step your left foot back. Okay, and then adjust your front foot so that it's lined up with the right hip and the back foot is in line with the left hip. Now place your hands and guide your hips to square forward. Okay, place your hands on your sacrum. Inhale here, and as you exhale, hinge. Keep the outer rotation of the right leg, inner rotation of the back leg as you come forward into your pyramid. Pressing the inner part of your right foot, rotating the right thigh out, firming that back leg, pressing to the outer edge of your back foot. Now from here, you're going to bend your knee, and then slowly inhale, come up to triangle pose. To warrior one. Warrior one. Exhaling, stretch forward, lengthen the spine, step the left foot forward, releasing forward bend. Inhale, come up, exhale, Tadasana. Okay, let's do the second side. You're going to step your right foot back. Again, you want to take the time to adjust the back foot and the front foot so that it's sort of aligned with each side of the hip. So right foot aligned with the right hip, left foot aligned with the left hip. Okay, place your hands on your hips. Inhale. And as you exhale, hinge. Get the rotation of the left thigh, inner rotation of the foot. And then come forward, bring your hands either to the block or to the floor. Keep rooting to the outer edge of your back foot. Breathing in, breathing out. With your next inhalation, you're going to bend your front knee. From the strength of the back leg, you're going to come up to warrior one. And exhale, back to pyramid. Step forward, inhaling to stretch the spine. Exhaling, release. Inhaling up. Exhaling. Tadasana. Okay, let's come to our knees. So we're going to continue to open the heart. You're going to stand on your knees. Okay, you're going to bring your right leg out. Try to keep in alignment here between the left knee and the left shoulder if you can. Stretch your arms over your head. And as you exhale, you're going to stretch to your right. Keep twisting up to the ceiling. Bring your head to your leg and reach up. Breathe in. Inhaling back to the center. Place your hands on your hips. Come back to your knee. You can sit in between to take a little break. It is hard to talk when we're moving. Now let's come back onto your knee. You're going to extend your left leg out. Stretch the arms up. And then begin to reach to your left. Bring your hand to your leg. Continue to rotate up. And then inhale, come back up. Exhale. Sit on your heels. Now, let's adjust yourself onto your mat facing the mat leg-wise. Walk your hands forward, press to downward facing dog. Let's come to your knees. And then come to upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Come to your knees, take 5 breaths into child's pose. If you want to, you can bring your arms alongside your body. Let the shoulders release to the floor. If your forehead doesn't come to the floor, you can use a block for the forehead. Or if this is really uncomfortable for your knees to be in child's pose, then walk your hands forward and lift your hips up, opening the back of your knees. So you have these options as you take a break here. Take one more deep breath here. And then slowly return to your hands and knees. Tuck your toes under and press your downward facing dog. Now you're going to take your block and your strap. And we're going to lie down on the floor. So you want to have the strap. You don't need a loop or anything. And I have your block by your side. So we're going to use a block to support the hip joint. So let's begin by lying down on your back, legs together. Extend the arms over your head to get laid. Now, if it's not comfortable for you to have the arms over your head, just have the arms a little bit up to the ceiling, or out a little bit wider to the side, or even out to the side. So get the length happening here. Now, without disturbing the left leg, bring your right knee in and pull the knee in. You're going to take your strap, place the strap around the ball of the foot, and then slowly push your foot into the strap to extend the leg. So you can hold on to the strap with 2 hands. But try not to pull on the strap too much. Instead, push your foot into the strap. See, can you bring your leg a little bit closer toward you? Make sure the block is right there to catch your hip joint. Walk your hands as close to your foot as you can. Keep the left leg extended, and now bring your leg out to the side. So the joints will be supported by the block, so you can concentrate on extending the left leg forward. And if you feel that you want a little bit more of a stretch, and a little bit more of a connection to that leg, extend your left arm over your head as you stretch your right leg out to the side. Keep pushing your foot into the strap. Now let's say that having the leg straight is really uncomfortable for you, so you can definitely do that pose with the knee bent. So you can bend your knee and bring your thigh out, keeping the knee bent. So you still get in the opening in your groins without the extended stretch. So you choose, and then if you started with the knee bent, you can always explore to see, can I extend my leg a little bit more? Let's take one more breath here. At the same time, you want to keep reaching forward with your left foot. And now bring the leg back to the center. Hold on with 2 hands again. Push your foot into the strap. Let go of the strap. Bring your knee to your chest. Give your knee a nice hug. And then extend the right leg and the arms over your head. And now, without disturbing anything, you're going to move your block to the other side. Place it flush with the hip. You're going to bend your left knee in. Place the strap around the ball of the foot. So you start with the knee bent always, and then you push your foot up into the strap. Holding on with two hands, push your foot up. Pull the leg a little bit closer to you. Keep the right leg fully engaged. Now walk your left hand closer to your foot as you bring your leg out to the side. And as you do, you keep stretching the right leg forward. So again, remember, if you're very tight, you can keep the knee bent and just bring the leg out with the knee bent. And from this position, you can always explore to see, well, maybe I can stretch my leg a little bit more. And then you do that. But something I want to mention, when you stretch your leg, it's always important to start with a bent knee so that the leg, you can connect to the action of extending the leg. Now bring your leg back up to the center, hold on with your hands, pause there, and then letting go of the strap, bring your knee to your chest. And stretch both legs on the floor. So we're going to do just one little bit core pose, which is called a baby boat pose, a low boat pose. So you have the arms by your side. You extend the legs, so the legs are really active. So begin to stretch the arms by your side. And slowly lift your head up, look up at your belly, and then lift your legs a little bit off the floor. Keep pressing your feet forward. Keep breathing. And then exhale, release. Let's do this 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do this 1 more time. Make sure that you're really stretching the legs slightly come off the floor, the head looking at your belly, and then exhale, release. And then stay lying down, take your block, if you lost your block. You're going to press the strap first. We're not going to use a block right away. You're going to lie down with your knees bent, feet planted on the floor. So we're going to prepare for a bridge. So you're going to press the strap in front of your ankles. So try to hold on to the strap as close to the ankles as you can, because when you come up, try to keep the arms straight. Okay, so here, let's start first to do a little bit of a pelvic tilt. You go curl the tailbone away from the floor, and then begin to stretch the knees forward as you lift. And then pull on the strap, go deeper into the lift. Exhaling, release down, curling the spine down, very slowly starting with between the shoulder blades all the way to the tailbone. And let's do that again. Inhaling. And exhaling. And let's do this 1 more time. Inhaling. And exhaling. Pause there, let go of the strap. Press it up to the side. I'm not going to use it again, so you can just press it away from you. Pause here. Just lying on your back. And bring your knees into your chest. You can rock from side to side, massaging your lower back. And then slowly extend the arms of your head, extend the legs out. Separate your legs wider than your hips. Slide the arms by your side, slide the shoulder blades down your back. Let the legs relax. Close your eyes. Shavasana. And on the inhale is easy, but concentrate on the exhale. willing your body to let go. So of course you can stay in that Shavasana as long as you want after this video ends. I would like, usually, you know me, I like to do long Shavasanas. So if you're welcome to stay in Shavasana. If you feel like you're ready to come up, you can bend your knees and roll to your side. And come up to a seated position. You can take your block, sitting on a block. Take a moment to position yourself to lengthen the spine. Take a deep breath in and slow breath out. Bring the palms together. You can close your eyes if it's comfortable for you. Take a deep inhale, it's lifting the sternum to your hands. As you exhale, bow to yourself with gratitude. Namaste. Thank you for joining me.